Have you ever met someone who instantly commands attention the moment they walk into a room? They don't have to speak loudly, they don't try too hard, and yet people are naturally drawn to them. There's something about their presence, something almost magnetic, that makes others listen, respect, and remember them. Now, here's the truth that most people don't realize. Charisma is not something you're born with. It's not reserved for celebrities or naturally outgoing personalities. Charisma is actually a psychological skill. It's built on subtle behaviors, mental framing, and how you make other people feel when they interact with you. In this video, I'm going to break down 3 powerful, almost secret psychology-based methods that can dramatically increase your charisma. These are not surface-level tips like smile more or be confident. These go deeper into how human perception and emotional responses really work. Once you understand and apply these, people will start to see you differently without even knowing why. Let's get into it. Way 1, the mirror of importance. The first method is what I call the mirror of importance. Human beings are wired to value people who make them feel valued. This is rooted in a psychological principle where individuals unconsciously associate their own feelings with the person in front of them. Instead of trying to impress others, shift your focus entirely onto making them feel important. When someone speaks, listen as if what they are saying truly matters. Maintain eye contact, give subtle nods, and respond thoughtfully rather than waiting for your turn to speak. Use their name naturally in conversation and reflect back parts of what they say to show understanding. This creates a powerful effect. The other person begins to associate you with a sense of validation and respect. Over time, they perceive you as charismatic, not because you dominated the interaction, but because you elevated them within it. This is counterintuitive, but it's one of the strongest psychological levers you can use. Way 2, controlled mystery. The second method is controlled mystery. People are naturally curious, and curiosity increases perceived value. When everything about you is immediately obvious, there is no psychological tension. But when there is just a little bit left unsaid, people lean in. This doesn't mean being distant or cold, it means being selective. Share your thoughts and stories, but avoid over-explaining or revealing everything at once. Let there be pauses. Let there be moments where people have to think about you after the conversation ends. For example, instead of giving long explanations about your achievements, briefly mention them and move on. Instead of filling every silence, allow space. This creates intrigue, and intrigue fuels attraction, whether social, professional, or personal. Charismatic individuals often have this quality. They are open but not predictable. They are expressive but not excessive. This balance creates a sense of depth that people find compelling. Way 3, emotional anchoring. The third method is emotional anchoring. This is based on the idea that people remember how you made them feel, far more than what you actually said. When you interact with someone, your goal is to create a specific emotional experience. It could be excitement, comfort, inspiration, or even a sense of calm. The key is consistency. If people repeatedly feel good around you, your presence itself becomes associated with that emotion. One way to do this is through tone and energy. Speak with intention, vary your voice, and match the emotional context of the conversation. Another way is through storytelling. Stories naturally engage emotions more than facts ever will. Over time, people begin to subconsciously seek you out because of how you make them feel. This is the essence of charisma. It's not about being the loudest or the most impressive. It's about being emotionally memorable. Conclusion. So here's what we've covered. Charisma is not about trying to be someone else or forcing confidence. It's about understanding how people think and feel, and then aligning your behavior with those psychological patterns. When you make others feel important, you activate their natural desire for validation. When you maintain a sense of mystery, you trigger curiosity and interest. And when you consistently create positive emotional experiences, you become someone people genuinely enjoy being around. The powerful part is that none of these methods require you to change who you are at your core. They simply require awareness and practice. The more you apply them, the more natural they become, until eventually, this charisma becomes part of your identity. If you start using even one of these techniques today, you will begin to notice subtle shifts in how people respond to you. Conversations will feel smoother. People will pay more attention. And over time, your presence will carry a kind of quiet influence that most people never fully understand, but deeply feel. That's the real secret of powerful charisma.